everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I wanted to make a video about skincare because I love skincare. I have definitely had a roller coaster of an adventure with my skin, so I wanted to share with you guys some tips on things that I wish I knew when I was first getting into skincare. So let's get started. So the first thing that I want to share with you all is that we all have different skin types. I know this sounds super obvious, but when me and my friends first started getting into skincare, I think that we were all just so excited to try all these different products, and then we would like share secrets, which now in hindsight probably wasn't the best idea because she has super dry skin and I had really oily skin, and so I was always looking for something that was like really lightweight but was moisturizing, but she was looking for something that was like deep, like heavy moisture. And for some reason it never occurred to us like, hey, why does this product work so well for you and not work well for me? It's because we have different skin types. So one of the things that I actually have done, because I just love watching YouTube videos about skincare, so I have actually narrowed it down to people on YouTube who actually have the same skin type as me and go off of their recommendations only. My skincare guru would be Hey Claire. We both have oily, acne prone skin, and so I feel like all the products that she's recommended have actually worked really, really well for my skin. And so I like to go to her for new tips and tricks and new products that I want to try out. Number 2, your skin type can change. So growing up, I had a lot of acne, which is why now I have a lot of scarring and hyperpigmentation. I feel like your 20s are the time when your skin really starts to change. I'm in my mid-20s right now, but in the beginning of your 20s, you're still like coming off your teenage years, so you're still like quite acne prone. But what I didn't realize when I was like transitioning kind of into the working world and out of college and stuff was that my skin type actually changed. So when my skin was super acne prone, I was really determined to change it. So kind of went cold turkey on like all skincare brands and just went to Kiehl's and bought their entire like blue astringent line, which was for acne prone skin. And it actually worked. I used their cleanser, their toner, their serum, their moisturizer, and I felt like it really changed the texture of my skin and I stopped breaking out so much. But because I was like in the habit of always purchasing those products because I knew that it was doing well for my skin, I started to notice like dry patches, like especially around my nose, a little bit on my cheeks, and I had never had that happen before. But it didn't occur to me why I was getting those dry patches. So I remember one day I had to go repurchase a couple products, so I went to the Kiehl's counter and I asked for the blue astringent line, and the lady at the counter was like looking at me and she was like, you know you don't have acne prone skin anymore, right? And I was like, what? And that is the first time it occurred to me that my skin type had actually changed. I was probably around 24 at the time, and I was no longer acne prone, which was shocking to me because I felt like I had been acne prone for like the past almost 10 years before that. So to have someone actually analyze my skin and tell me like, hey, the reason why I was developing these like dry patches was because the blue astringent was actually too strong and it ended up damaging my skin more than it was helping. And so that's when I realized that I could slowly start transitioning out of the acne prone products and work on other things like hyperpigmentation and minimizing pores. So whether you realize it or not, you are the expert of your own skin, and my dear friend Leah Yu actually does really great skincare videos where she dissects the science behind skincare. I'll leave a link to her channel in the description below. Definitely go check her out. I feel like I've learned so much from her and my skin has improved because of a lot of the tips that she's given me. And the last tip that I want to share with you all today is that everybody's skin reacts differently. I always thought that I didn't have sensitive skin because I've had friends who would have like actual allergic reactions where their skin would get like super red and sensitive to the touch and inflammation, but my skin had never reacted that way. So I just thought that I had super resilient skin. But recently I went to go get a facial with an esthetician and I had just started to break out, but I didn't really think much of it. I was just like, oh well, you know, every once in a while I'll get a breakout. But what she said to me like changed my life. She actually said that my skin isn't acne prone. The breakouts that I was getting is because my skin was reacting to a product that I was using. So the way that my skin reacts is by what I mentioned earlier, dry patches and acne. That's when I realized that the breakouts that I was getting was not actually acne, but my skin reacting to a product that it didn't like. So after spending an hour with this esthetician, she told me that what was probably causing the reaction was actually my skincare. And at the time I was using the La Roche-Posay Dry Touch sunscreen, which I don't have anymore because after I stopped using it, my skin completely stopped breaking out. I've basically like not had... I'm sorry for the construction, guys. I tried, I really did. But I hope you guys can ignore the sound in the background and I'll just talk a little louder. But basically, once she told me that the sunscreen was probably the problem, I stopped using it. I basically haven't had a breakout since. I was really lucky because I had the esthetician tell me the product that she thought that wasn't working for me. But I think that if your skin is doing something that it doesn't normally do, like for me, I have oily skin and I was having dry patches and I was breaking out more than I normally do, I think that you should definitely try removing some of the products that you have just recently added to your skincare routine, just so that you can start to pinpoint what works and what doesn't. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below. I know how much fun it can be to buy that new product with a cute lid and the little pump and the spoon thing, but it's so much more important to pay attention to your skin and really give it what it needs. So that about wraps it up for me today. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment down below of some of your favorite skincare tips and tricks, because I definitely would love to hear them. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I'll be making videos every Sunday. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye! Each of our skin types, our skin, wow, this is really difficult. So thank you guys so much for watching this video so loud.